Hi all, it's Froggy Friday. Now this is going to be the first in a series of Frogwarts frogs. So I'm quite a Harry Potter fan, and I have actually bought, these are official Warner Brothers stickers. Sadly they're white behind, and if I trim it off from around here, it's still going to be white round the name. I might actually get rid of that completely and just have the shield. I think it'll look better. But anyway, first things first, let's get the eyes in. Got my torch. I've already got the lines on the back of the eyes, so I know which way the purples are supposed to go. Nope, can't get the lid off my UV. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Give that bottle a clean up. A tiny drop of UV into the eye socket. Sure, you've seen this done a million times. Pop the eye in. Grab my little pokey stick. Make sure it's in the right place and it's facing the right way. And give it a quick zap with my UV torch, just to make sure it stays in place. Oh, get in there. When I turn it over to do the other eye. That should be enough just to hold it anyway, so I'm just going to turn that upside down while I do the other one. And again, just one tiny drop of glue. Ooh, not glue, UV. Pop the lid back on. Get the eye into the socket. And make sure it's facing the same way as the other one. Because at the moment it's really not. Okay, so I'll get this cured up. I'll pop it under the light to make sure it's fully set. And I will be back when we're ready to move on. See you in a sec. Okay, the eyes are in place now. Now, if you've seen Harry Potter, you probably will know that the colours for Gryffindor are red and gold. So I'm going to paint the legs with this gold metallic powder. And don't panic, I will speed through this for you. I'll get the lid off it first. Okay, there are bits that I'm not able to get to and keep it on camera, so I'm going to go off now. Make sure everything that I want covered is covered. Do the cleanup, and I will be back in just a tick. Bye. Well, that cleanup took about forever and a couple of days. So when I get to do the next frog, we'll do it slightly differently. The metallic powder stained my mat as well, which is sad. Anyway, I want to put this in, obviously, in his back here. And I was going to initially just put a layer of clear in and do that. I think what I'm going to do instead is put this in with UV and hope for the best. So I need to get my torch ready. So, what's the best way of doing this? I think I'm going to actually put it on the sticker. My little silicone tool. Spread it out to the edges. Now, I did seal the back of this with the PVA glue, but shouldn't. I mean, this side of it is plastic anyway. It's the back that's paper. So I'm going to make sure that I've got this mostly covered. And I should be wearing gloves because I can get this on my fingers now. All right, so let me pop that into place. And I'm going to push it down. Just hope that the UV completely covering it. Oh, now I've messed myself about now, haven't I? So you try and zap this from underneath and hold this into place at the same time. Over you go. Not that far. Okay. So cross everything. Once this is held, I'm going to put it under my big light, obviously. Hopefully, she says, this will now, I can feel the heat as it's cooling. Hopefully, this is going to be held in now that I can just pop it straight under my UV light, and I'll be back. See you in a tick. Right, this is finally set and sorted. I did run a very thin bead of UV around the edges in the hopes that I won't get any of the colour behind it. So I need to go and mix up my resin, but first of all, I need some gloves. Magic. Can't have Frogwarts without magic, can you? Okay, I've got my 120 grams of Resin Pro. This isn't the usual eye crystal because I ordered the wrong one. This is called transparent. And I'm going to use this red acrylic, pouring acrylic to colour it because it's the best red I have. I need a fair amount in there. I've used this before and it worked really well. So hopefully. Mixes quite quickly and easily. I'm just lifting it up against the light to make sure I've got no blobs in there. And it looks okay. Just going to move that out of my way before I knock it over. Close the lid. And here we go. Now, I'm fairly sure that this holds 120 grams. If I haven't got quite enough, then I'll just top it up later. And it looks like I haven't got quite enough. But I actually need to move this off my desk now because I'm making something else as well. So I'll go and put this out of the way, not on the heat mat because it's too deep for that and it's likely to cause a problem. There's quite a few bubbles on the top there. I didn't run this through the debubbler. So I'm going to move it off here, top it up, and we'll be back when we're ready for the demold. See you soon. Well, disaster struck. Now, I don't know if it was due to the acrylic paint that I used to colour it, but I suspect it was because I poured another one very similar at the same time, in which I used mica powder, and this didn't happen to the other one. But this one flash cured. Now it looks like a flipping volcano in there. However, there's a lot of cleanup to do because obviously as it bubbled up, it pushed the resin over the sides. I'm hoping that it's not too bad, but I suspect it. With the heat, it might have welded itself to the mould. I'm hoping it's going to be repairable, but I suspect not. Last few frogs I've done have come out of the mould so easily, but obviously this one is not going to happen, is it? Oh, come on. Well, actually, that didn't come out wasn't as difficult to get out as I'd expected it to be. The red has completely stained the mould, so that one's going in the bin. I'll do the cleanup afterwards. I just want to see what's happened on the other side. Oh, so actually, that has not worked out that badly at all. Yeah, it needs a massive amount of sanding underneath, and the UV under here is gone a bit weird, so I'm going to have to patch that up. So I am going to get to work. I'll do the cleanup, and I'll patch this, and I will be back in just a sec. See you soon. Well, I kid you not, guys, I think this is probably the worst frog I've ever made. It's pretty much an epic disaster. I've sanded this down and coated it as best I can. It's still a lumpy, bobbly mess. I had a huge air bubble. There was a big hole here behind the ear. When I sanded this down, I caught the sticker as well where it was sticking up. So, he's going to get a hat. And it's going to sit right there to cover the worst of the mess. I'm just going to get a little bit of contact adhesive. Mainly because this works quicker than the B6, 7000, whatever it is, stuff. I swear I am gonna buy some more glue one of these days, soon. And we just need to hope beyond hope that the next one in the series goes better than this did. Sorry, I'm out of shot here. I didn't have a red one, but this is it's kind of like a chameleon effect, so it's kind of red and goldy. I want to put him right there, so that hopefully it'll cover the big gap where I had to fill behind the eye and the mess I made of the sticker. I will get you some photos and cross everything for me that the next one goes better. Don't forget, check out the Froggy Friday playlist down below. I'm not sure which one we're on now. This is probably going to be on July's playlist. And if that's the case, I will very likely not even be in the country when you watch this. So, thumbs up, even if it's just out of pity. And I will see you soon for the next one. Bye.